Welcome back to Monster Misfits, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make these creepy eyeballs with the tendon still strapped to them. Pretty cool little props. Easy to do. So what you do is you go on Amazon. So what you do is you go on Amazon and you find these eyeballs here. They're half eyeballs, half round. And look for 26 millimeters. That's what you're gonna get. Fairly cheap. I got a bunch of them. So first order, what we're gonna do is, since it's half round, we're gonna take a little bit of Sculpting and we're gonna make a back for it. Just regular Sculpting. So you just want to kind of roll it up like an eyeball. What we're going to do is we're going to stick it in the back. Press it in. Now it's going to go around the back. So now you need to go back and sculpt it around the back to kind of give it that eyeball shape in the back. And you want to put a cone on the end of it if you can. There's a reason for that. Don't have to be real perfect, just kind of make it a little cone. So with Sculpey, you usually bake that. So what we're going to do, instead of baking it, we're going to heat it up with a heat gun. And that will set your eyeball, or that will set your Sculpey to your eyeball shape. So there you go. So you'll look something like that. So what we do once we got our cone is we'll take our heat gun and we'll heat that sucker up. And it will get pretty hot, so be careful with that. So this thing it'll get hard and it gets hot too, so be careful when you grab it. It gets hot. So anyway, what you want is you want a piece of flat surface of some sort. Just happen to have some mirrors here. And I'll show you why you want to do that. So what I'm going to do is put a little piece of hot melt glue on the end of that. And then I'm going to stick my eye over that. There you go. That'll help. That'll help secure that eyeball in that clay really good. It's still hot. So next thing I get is some white duct tape. Just get enough off to go around your eye. And you want, when you put this on, you just want to go right on your eyeball, just a tad bit, not a lot, just an 1/8 of an inch or so. And what this is going to help do is form the back of your eye. So there you go, just like that. Now what you do is you take your tape and you want to twist it. Just like that. That gives it that gnarly look. So that's kind of the look you're going for. Don't have to be perfect, smooth or nothing, just gnarly it up. Just right like that. So now our next thing is we're going to coat this in latex. Now I use mask latex for this, so what I'll do is I coat this whole eye in mask latex, and I'll show you the reason why you want to coat the whole thing here in a second. Just coat it up real good. Nothing fancy, nothing perfect. Okay. Now we're just going to use a heat gun just to speed up the drying process. It dries pretty quick. Okay, so now we'll get some more, and I'll show you the beauty of making these is pretty simple. Because now you want to make a tail of latex. And what I'll do is I'll widen it out right here by the back of this eyeball a little bit, because you can wrap that latex around this eye. I want it fairly thick, and it don't have to be perfect because you're going to be rolling it up. And now we'll go back and heat it up again. Okay, just right like that. There you go. So we're almost there. So there's your stringy eyeball. It's not all the way dry, but it's pretty dry. So what I meant by doing this here, so what I meant by putting latex on your eye itself, so what you'll do is you'll snip you a little hole in it with your fingernail, and you'll start rolling it back on each end. And that thing will roll up there pretty good. And you roll it back to where your tape is. It just looks like your eyeballs came right out of the socket. So there you go. There's your eyeball. I mean, it's pretty much done. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to take some perma blood and we're going to paint this eyeball, and that'll give it the bloody look and all that stuff. But you can see where I put the tape on there, and all that latex in there just covers all that up. You're not going to see it. And the tape is just a kind of another insurance to help hold the clay to the eye, and plus give you this dome section in the back. You probably don't have to use it, but I do. I like the looks of it. So there's your eyeball. So now we'll put some perma blood on it. So what I'll do, guys, I'll take a little bit of perma blood, just put it in a cap. So now we'll just take our perma blood and we'll just put it all over the latex. Don't even have to paint it, just paint it with your perma blood. And I usually save this piece here around the eye last. And I'll show you why. It's a little bit more detailed. It's not real bad, but it's just something that you want to look out for. But when you got all that nasty perma blood on your hand, just take it and wipe it on its eye. Wipe it on your eyeball. So what I'll do is the last part is getting around this eye, and I will take this perma blood and just go right around that latex that we rolled up. And if you get a little bit on the eye, it's no big deal, because you want to get it right into that roll of the eyeball. Just right like that. And there you go. Now we have our eyeball. So you can take a heat gun and we can heat this up and dry it out a little bit. So if you want to add more perma blood to it, if you don't think it's enough, you can go back in and deepen it. Hold it by its tail. Just add your perma blood wherever you think you need it to do your highlights in it more or less, because what you're doing is you're just putting a thicker coat of perma blood on your latex, and it just makes it look like, you know, it's got different shades of perma blood. You know, you're ooh and goo in something. And just right like that. So now we'll just heat gun it a little bit. It will dry really quick. Set it to the side, let it dry for a minute. All right, guys, here's a little short tutorial on making creepy eyeballs. There we go. Got the tendons hanging out. Get you a pretty eyeball. Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go check out my trio brothers at David the Weird Kid Show and Keith the Cobwebs and Candlesticks. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Keep it creepy.